I can finally do it. After all these years of being called an idiot, I can finally accept the most prestigious award ever. The You're a Fucking Moron, You Stupid Moron Award. I don't know if the echo is gonna be a problem in this video, but honestly, like at this point, I don't care that much in my life. We're just gonna get right into the story, y'all. My name is DumandsONE, otherwise known as Uzi, and today I'm gonna tell you a hooligan story that isn't actually a hooligan story. I know that usually my stories have to do with like me doing stuff in my past, but no, this one's recent. This one, it happened not too long ago. So, like, as all of you know, I clickbaited you recently into thinking I was leaving YouTube, but I was really just moving. And like, it's like been a really short period of time since the initial event that like, I don't even remember it fully, honestly. I also really don't know how the lighting is, so you're gonna have to deal with that. I was moving into my new place, but I was still working at my old job, like where I used to live. So I was like transitioning back and forth, like from this place to my old place. Pretty simple stuff. And I think initially there was a night that I stayed over. Okay, it was like, I think it was like the first, or it was the first night I was supposed to stay over. So I like pretty much like, we moved all of our stuff, and then I had like my clothes and stuff at my old place, which would be my mom's place now. That's so weird to say. And I just packed a whole bunch of stuff in a suitcase, in a backpack, and stuff like that. There was so much stuff, like, so obviously my pillows it's a coming, you know, it's coming. Not to mention one pillow, I packed 2 pillows and a blanket, like, and a soft blanket, just so I can put something on me, and a bunch of towels. So in my suitcase was a couple clothes, a bunch of towels, 1 pillow, okay, and a blanket. Closed it all up, and then in my backpack was some essential stuff, charger, stuff like that, anything, whatever. And I had a water bottle. No, the specifics of the story is that the second pillow was not in my backpack. I had a lot of stuff. I had like my laptop, like stuff like that in the backpack, and I had a bunch of stuff in the suitcase. My pillow was on the side of me, like just kind of like there, like just hanging out, okay? So what happened was I was supposed to leave that day to catch a train, and I was supposed to leave around, the train came like at like 10:40 or something like that. Which wouldn't have been a problem. I start heading out the door and I realized that I don't have my headphones. And I know it's not like a requirement, but to give you context from my old place to my new place, my old place was essentially an hour and 40-ish minutes, let's say 2 hours, nearly 2 hours to reach the new place. And without, like, that's like 40-50 minutes on a train, and then you gotta take the metro system and then a bus, and without like music, you're kind of like just sitting there and experiencing life. And I didn't want to experience life. I wanted to ignore it. But let me tell you, this day I did experience life. Oh boy. I'm heading out the door. I don't have my headphones. I'm like basically down the street, so I'm like, I have to go back. I run back to my house. Okay? I get my headphones. Now, like the bus, like the train is coming at 11:40 or 10:40 or whenever it was coming. It was like 37. And a lot of the times public transportations, they tend to come like a little bit beforehand anyway. So I'm just like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. On the side, I see this guy that I know for a long time. Like we were childhood friends, and he lives in the area. He's heading towards the train as well. And he's like, let's say like, I'm not gonna use his real name, just for the sake of whatever. Let's call him Emil, because, you know, he had one of those names where it was like an English name, but it was like a French name. So it was like Emil, you know, Emil, or however you people say Emil. Emil is just like, oh, last time I was trying to catch the train, like it came like 4 minutes earlier, so you better start like picking up speed. Okay, so I'm going with him, and we're like about to catch the train. Now, I don't have any tickets on me. I was planning to buy tickets at the train stop, which is a completely normal thing to do. Tons of people do that. There shouldn't be a problem. But as we're heading up the hill, I see the train. There is no way that I'm gonna be able to buy tickets, verify the ticket, go on the train. Because the train, unlike a bus, the people don't really see you, you know, so they're not gonna wait for you. They're just gonna, it's just gonna stop, couple seconds, and then go. So I'm like, whatever, okay. So I'm going on the train, he looks at me, he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Nobody's ever on the train to check the tickets. But, you know, just in case, I'll just be truthful, right? Well, today was the day that some people were on to check the goddamn fucking tickets. The fine for not having a ticket on the train is around, I wanna say, I'm gonna say around $70 to $500. That's like a rough estimation, that might not be correct, but you know what I mean. So the people come on and I'm like, the guy walks up to me and he's like, ticket. You know, he's got his little thingy. I'm like, listen, man, I don't have a ticket. And I wasn't like about to cry or anything. I felt the tears swelling up, but I wasn't about to cry. I didn't cry, okay? I was just like, I don't have a ticket. Listen, I had to run all the way to catch the train and I couldn't buy a ticket at the little station. He's like, yeah, but wouldn't you have known? Like, you should have came earlier. I'm like, I know that. And he's like, you know, there's other trains after. And I'm like, listen, man, this was the only train. I needed to get downtown that day. In fact, I was kind of late. I was like, I needed to get downtown. The next train is at like 23 o'clock. And I'm like, I am not willing, it is 10 in the AM or 11 in the AM. I am not willing to wait until 23:06 or something ridiculous like that. Like, I am not willing to do that. That is that is literally so many hours. And he's like, okay, you know what? I'll give you a warning. Here's what we're gonna do. I need to get off at this stop called, Vendôme. Sorry, I brain farted. Vendôme, and I was like, I don't take like the public transportation until like recently. Now I take it, but where I live there was no real public transportation. So I was like, well, I need to get off at this station, Vendôme. And he was like, that's fine, we're going to Lucianier, which, you know, just get off at Lucianier. And I was like, is that Vendôme? And he was like, it's fine, just get off at Lucianier, you'll know it's Lucianier, it's the last stop, everyone's getting off. I'm thinking to myself, okay, my map says Vendôme, and it says that I need to go to Vendôme, connect to a metro, connect to this bus, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking Vendôme and Lucianier is the same thing. They're very close, maybe they're like 2-3 stops away from each other or something like that, but they're not the same thing. So we get to Vendôme and I hear the little intercom and it kind of sounds like the person is like illustrating like this is the end of the line, you know, this is like where it stops. And I'm just like, okay, this is where I need to be, right? I need to meet the guy, blah, blah. Everyone fucking gets up. I shit you not. Everyone just gets up. And I turn to the girl in front of me and I'm just like, is this the last stop? To which she answers, I don't know, I've never been on a train. I just know that I need to get off here. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting off because my little map says Vendôme. He asked me where I was getting off. I said Vendôme and he was like, okay. So, what the hell? So I get off the train. The literal moment that I realized that I was in the wrong place, I looked up at the train and the train fucking says, en direction Lucianier, in the direction of Lucianier. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm like kind of running after the train. It's like moving now. Like it's not gonna stop for you, bro. Like stop running. Why are you running? Don't waste energy. Getting rid of those calories. Oh my god, and I see Emil, he gets off and I'm like, Emil, yeah? And I was just like, oh my god, like dude, I was supposed to get off here. My map says here, but the guy, he said to get off at Lucianier and he's like, what's happening? I was like, well, the guy, he said that he's gonna write a warning. If I get to Lucianier, if I find him, he won't, but he'll watch me buy a ticket, he'll verify it, and it'll count as a warning. And Emin's like, whoa, that's super cool of him. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not at Lucianier, am I? I'm at fucking Vendôme. where's Luciani? And he's like, don't worry, it's like 2-3 stops away. And I was just like, how do I get there? And he's like, I don't know, I've never been. When you are not helping. I run to the little box with the person, and I'm like, I need to get to Luciani. So they tell me like, oh, you blah, 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 blah. Literally, I wish that I could draw a map for you guys, but I can't because I don't have a tripod that can hold my camera, and it would be really jank. Vendôme is like here, let's say, okay? Luciani was like, let's say here. Can you not call me? Might as well fucking put my phone on silent. So, Vendôme is here, Luciani is like here, okay? To get to Luciani, you basically need to like, do this, okay? Go a couple stops to another place, do that, and then do that. You need to go here, connect to another metro, connect to another lane, and then go up. I am holding a heavy backpack, a suitcase, a pillow. I am going from metro to metro. I get to Luciani, and let me tell you, Montreal, you fucking, there were so many stairs, and I know that there are escalators at Luciani. Montrealers, don't fucking come for me, but I have a suitcase and a backpack and a fucking pillow, and I am running. I am running like fucking Forrest Gump. Keep running, dude. I literally was just sweating, crying, not crying, but crying. Showed up on top, and I was like, where is he? The train literally was there. I could see the train, and I'm looking around, and there he is. He's like about to fucking walk out the door. He's like looking at his little thingy, and I'm like, oh my god. And he's like, oh, I thought you left. I thought you made your decision. I'm like, made what fucking decision? To fucking get fined $400? No, okay, yeah. No problem. I was like, I stopped at Vendôme, and I had to go from Vendôme to Luciani. There was no pity in this man. He was just like, okay, let me show you how to buy a ticket. Thank you, sir, but at least like, can you like, very upset. Can you like, just go, I'm sorry that happened. Not, I thought you made your decision. I show you how to buy a ticket. It's like, no, okay? But then, get this. From Luciani, I need to go back. I need to go to my apartment. Okay, literally if I stopped at Vendôme, I take one little bus and go to my apartment. No. Now I'm at Luciani, which means I need to connect to, oh my god, so fucking awful. I'm getting triggered just thinking about it. I need to connect from Luciani back to Vendôme. or Lionel Gru or something. I don't know, back to a metro. Then I need to connect to a bus. And then I need to go home. It literally took me three fucking hours. I left at 11 or 12 and I was home by 3:50. What is my life? What has happened? I thought you made your choice. I hate myself. Why can't I just listen to instructions? One time my friends dropped me off at a metro and they told me, this is the metro to go home. This is the direction. And because I stopped at a stop on the metro that sounded like my original location, I was like, that's not where I'm supposed to be going. And I got off the last metro at 2 o'clock in the AM and walked out, and there was no more metros. And I was trapped. It's fucking Verdun! Okay. Anyway, all that matters is I got home, buy your tickets early. Oh boy. That's the end of the video. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that bell. Not forcing you don't need to, but if you want to, it'll help me a little bit because the partnership program is cutting me. Let me know what stupid traveling decisions or accidents or mistakes that you've ever had happen to you in the comment section below. I will be sure to reply if I am inclined to reply. Sorry about the echo again. It'll be Atlas! It'll be fixed soon. Atlas! Stay Gucci, my friends.